folks, it's Miss Hope here, and today I'm going to be leading you through creating your own rooted vegetable picture. We're thinking about the way in which a lot of times in our lives, as in the garden, there's a lot more underneath than we can see on top. So the top of this picture is what we can see, and the stuff that's underneath this line is the stuff that's underground or underneath that you can't see. And we're thinking about the things that root us in our lives. So the things you'll need today are some colored pencils and a white piece of paper and a pencil for sketching. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper in half the hot dog way. So there's two ways to fold the paper. There's the hamburger way and the hot dog way. Fold my paper in half the hot dog way. Then I'm going to open it up, and underneath this line is going to be the underground, and above is going to be the above ground. So I have been working in my garden this week, and I found this onion that I just pulled out because I thought it was really cool to be able to see what it looks like underground as opposed to above ground. So a lot of our food is actually, we're eating roots when we eat carrots and beets and other stuff like that, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to start by sketching out some vegetables that I like to eat. So I'm going to draw my onion here, and these don't have to be perfect. Remember, part of making art is you just kind of go with the flow and try it out. I'm drawing the leaves on top. Maybe I'm adding some roots on the bottom like I saw in the one that I have. It's a little hard to see from where you are. So I'm drawing this onion here. I'm going to press kind of darkly just so that you can see what I'm doing, but you can sketch out as lightly or as darkly as you'd like. Then maybe I'm going to add a beet. Those are one of my favorite underground vegetables. And then some beet leaves. They're kind of fluffy on top. Then maybe I'm going to draw something that is mostly above ground, like basil. Because I really love basil. I'm going kind of quickly, but you can really take your time here. This just has kind of more regular roots that look like branches and kind of divide off of each other. This is what the plant takes up nutrients like water and other minerals that it needs to grow. Then maybe I'll add one more piece in here. And then the next thing we're going to do is think about the things in our life that make us feel grounded. So for me, being outside makes me feel connected and grounded. So I'm going to write outside, even if that's my yard, or wherever I can. Even looking out a window sometimes at a tree helps me feel grounded. Another thing for me as an artist is art making. I really feel like it's going to be okay when I spend some time making art, which is why I'm helping you guys make art today. Another thing is taking time to be grateful. So I'm going to write thankfulness. You can use a marker or just your pencil to write in here. Then I'm going to take some time to do some shading. So shading is when we take multiple colors with colored pencils or crayons and overlap them. So I'm starting kind of light. I'm working with this yellow here, kind of a yellowy orange that I think will be a good color for my onions. I'm making lines that kind of go in circles to show the shape of the onion too. And then I might overlap with a brown or a yellow. I'm going to press harder where I want it to be darker, and then I'm going to press more gently where I want it to be lighter to help the two colors kind of fade or blend together. This takes time and practice, but can be lots of fun once you get it going. Then I'm going to take some green and kind of overlap with the yellow, because I noticed with my onion that the green and the white kind of fade together in here. I'm going to really explore and make this my own. So your picture doesn't need to look like my picture. You can make it however you'd like. If you want to come up with your own vegetables, if you want to make an imaginary vegetable, there's really no right way to make this. I'm going to maybe add a little bit of a darker green or a blue-green in here. See what happens when I overlap these colors. You can see that it kind of helps it bring out some of the depth in these leaves. by adding another color. So once I've done some shading with my veggies, then I'll probably give the ground a color. Sometimes if you hold your color pencil, if you're trying to get details, you hold it with the point facing down. If you're trying to get more of an overall color, which is a little bit tricky with colored pencils, you hold your color pencil more flat. So when I'm doing the background, I'm going to hold my colored pencil flat, and this will help me kind of get the dirt overall kind of color. I might also, before I had this book underneath so that I wouldn't get the texture of the table, but maybe now I want the texture of the table because I think that kind of looks like dirt, so I'm going to use that. And you can see it creates this kind of texture in there. So yeah, I'm going to fill my whole picture with color going all the way to the edge. Yeah, take your time with this and enjoy the making. Thanks for making with me today, and I hope you have the good life that you deserve.